last card you have, your past, is the Star. This is a beautiful card. I'm seeing two things in this card, actually. I'm seeing a release. Stress and then a release from this stress, a beautiful release, a beautiful freedom. This woman is naked, she's totally free. So I'm seeing that you had a release from some stress, and then I'm also seeing hope as well in this card with this star here. So you could have been at this time, before this time, really stressed around a person. I'm seeing this as someone who was very close to you, actually. This could be a friend or it could be a relative. There was a lot of stress around this person. A lot of difficulty, a huge amount of stress, a lot of worry. You were worrying about them. There was a lot of stress around them, a lot of problems. But then there was some kind of change in circumstance, and this gave you this sense of release, this sense of peace and relief. You finally let go of the stress when this turning point happened, whatever that was. I'm also seeing there's a sense of survival around this too. You might have felt as if you went through a terrible ordeal with this person and you survived it. You survived this. Yes, you survived going through this really stressful time with this person. Because I'm looking at this ibis, this bird sitting in the tree above this woman's arm. And an ibis can survive just about any environment. It doesn't matter where it is. It survives. It goes around picking up bits and surviving on just about anything. A bit like a seagull or a magpie. So there was also hope in this as well. There's also hope because I'm looking at this beautiful star. You turned a corner with this person. You had hope for them, not for you together. This isn't like a relationship situation. This is more like a friend or a relative. You were worried about them. They were in a problem, but this was bothering you as well. But then you had hope for them. You had hope that things were going to get better. That's what I'm seeing. The next card you have, your past, is the Five of Cups. So yes, maybe it could be that part of the turning point was this person going away. I'm seeing that, yes, you had to let this person go for some reason. Not forever, they're going to come back, I'm seeing that. But you knew that this had to happen and you knew that they were going to come back. I'm seeing that again. They had to be away. It was something that had to happen. It had to happen for some reason. And of course you were going to miss them. You missed them at this time. Again, I'm seeing you're very close to this person. They created a lot of turmoil, a lot of mess. I'm seeing that, a lot of upheaval, because I'm looking at these spilled cups that have fallen over. A huge amount of mess. And you're looking at this mess and thinking, oh no, what a mess. This is really terrible. They've done this to themselves. But yes, the worst was over. So again, you knew that they'd be back with this bridge and this card. You knew they were coming back after a time. They were going to cross over the bridge and they were going to come back to you. You knew this was going to happen. So that's why there was this relief. And you missed them, but you knew that it wasn't too bad. You weren't missing them as much because you knew they were going to come back. So the last card you have, your past, is the King of Cups. Yes, there's so much emotion in your past with these cups everywhere. But yeah, again, I'm seeing this stress and this relief. I keep on seeing that. The other thing I'm seeing with this card is, don't be angry. I'm seeing pushing down your emotions, not wanting to admit to some emotions that you have. So I'm seeing there's someone in your more distant past. This could be an ex or someone like that. They really hurt you, they really upset you, they really made you angry. Now, you might be going around saying to yourself and maybe to other people, I'm over this person, I'm over this person, I'm over this person. Now, you mostly were over this person at this time, mostly, but not entirely. You weren't completely over this person. You were still angry with them. You were still upset with them in an angry kind of a way. Now, anger's still an emotion, even though you think, oh, I don't miss them. I don't want to be with them. I'm just angry with them. That's still an emotion, and it's a very strong emotion. So I'm seeing that, you were thinking that you were over them. You were hoping you were over them, and you were mostly. And you were saying to yourself, no, I'm over that, I'm over that, I'm over that, but you were still really angry. You weren't quite over them. Now, if this resonates and you're still feeling a lot of this anger around this person, Sorry about that. Yes, you're going to have to try and let this go. This is your horn telling you it's time to let this go, let this anger go. Yes, I know it's serious, I'm sorry. You have to let this anger go because it's really affecting a lot of areas in your life. It was at that time, and I can see that it's probably still happening to you at this time. Okay, let me try and concentrate. The first card you have in your present is the Page of Pentacles. So yes, this card's about newness, about learning, about getting things working. It might be something you're working on. I'm actually seeing with this card that you had a stop in your work. Your work was going along and you were doing this. It might have been your own business or something like that. It had to stop because you had to deal with this person in the Star card. And you dealt with all of that. You came back to this again. You're like, right, this person is, this person's done with the release, the stress is gone, this person is in the best place. Now I can concentrate on this work. Now, you might have thought, oh no, I'm so behind on this. I have to rush to catch up on this. Oh, how am I ever going to get this done? There might have also been pressure from clients or other people in the workplace or something for you to rush this. But you couldn't rush this. It's not in you to rush things. That's what I'm seeing. You like to do things thoroughly. You like to do things properly. So yes, some people might even call you an idealist. They might even laugh at you for taking your time. Because look at the way this man's holding up, this page is holding up this coin. He's idealizing it. He's saying, oh, look at this, it's amazing. So you can be a little bit of a perfectionist, but you cannot rush things. That's not how you are. So you might have had to say apologies to people. You might have had to say, I can't do this. You might have to give this to someone else. This is in your present, I'm sorry. You might have to give this to someone else to do. You might have to lessen your load and just do a few things at a time and really focus on those and concentrate on those things. It is not in your nature to rush things. You have to take your time. You have to do your job to a very high standard. I can see that. You do things very, very well. You delve into a lot of detail in things. The next card you have, your present, is the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, I'm seeing here that for a long time, on and off, you might have been helping someone. You're a very generous person. You're a very nurturing person. You might have had to help someone. Not had to, but you were helping someone. You wanted to. You're helping them kind of on and off. This might have gone on for a long time, maybe even over years. I don't know. It might have not. For a while it was going on and on. You were helping someone. Then at this time you came to a point that you realized that they weren't helping themselves and they were just coming back and asking and asking and asking and asking. The other thing I'm seeing is that there was a question mark over this person's behavior. Maybe you felt that they weren't telling you the truth about something. They might have been asking for help. They might have been asking for money because there are pentacles, coins all over this, all over your present. So they might have asked you for money. They might be asking you for help in other ways or something like that. But you realized that there was something going on around this that didn't sound right. There was a question around this. And also, you felt that they weren't helping themselves. So you might have put a stop to this. You might have said no to this. I'm seeing they were probably quite angry with you. You might have ended up even blocking them from speaking to you in some way. You might have blocked them because enough was enough. I keep on saying enough is enough. Enough is enough. You tried with them. You tried to reason with them. You told them to help themselves. You did lots of things. You've done more than your fair share to help this person. And they keep on coming back and back and back. And also, you weren't sure about their intentions. There was some question mark about whether they were honest about something. So you put an end to this. You just said no to this. It wasn't easy. You were feeling very hurt over this, or you are at this time. This is in your present. But it had to be done. Enough was enough. The last card you have, your present, is the Knight of Swords. So this is how this person was seeing you, or is seeing you at this time still. This nasty person coming forward with your sword, ready to stab them, really greedy, really selfish. You don't care about them. You don't care about anyone. You're just rushing forth to do whatever you want, stabbing them or whatever they were thinking you were doing. Now, obviously, you weren't like this, and you're not like this. I keep on saying your past, I'm sorry. You're not like this. You never have been like this. It was that enough was enough. Now, they might have been angry about you as well, and they might have felt this way about you. They might have come along and they might be saying all sorts of nasty things about you. You know they're not true, and I think the people around them know that they're not telling the truth either about you, that there's actually nothing wrong with you, and it was just this, that enough was enough. Now, they might be trying to guilt you even at this time still, but you're not going to go back on your decision. Enough is enough with this person. That's what I'm feeling. Enough is enough. That's coming in very, very clearly. The first card you have for your future is the Five of Wands. So for single people, I'm seeing, I'm just seeing that, you could have, you actually could have more than one option around you at this time, which is really nice. And you're going to actually being a bit confused. You're going to be feeling a little bit confused about who you should choose, whether any of these people are right for you at all. You might actually be feeling at this time that, oh, I have all these people around me. I don't feel any of them are right for me. I feel really, really confused, really sad. I don't know if I'm ever going to find the right person for me because I have so many people around me, but I don't feel any of them are right for me. I just don't feel right about any of these people. That's what I'm picking up there. Now, you're still going to have this leftover anger from this person in the King of Cups. I'm seeing that. And again, you might not be addressing this again. You still have that, and while you have that anger, while you have this leftover emotion from this person, nobody is going to seem right to you because you still have that anger inside of you feeling that. You really have to find some way to let go of that before you could move forward and find anyone. I'm seeing that there is someone there for you in your future. There is someone there for you. A perfect person for you, actually. They'll only come to you when you've let go of this anger. That's what I'm seeing. I'm sorry about repeating myself. The next card you have, your future, is the Eight of Swords. Again, you want to move forward. Look at this woman. She can't move forward. She can't go back either. She has all of her swords behind her. You don't want to go back. You don't want to go back to this person. That's not what it's about. You're not missing them. You're not thinking, I want to go back to this ex. It's not like that. You just have this leftover anger and you need to get rid of it. That's what's stopping you from moving forward. That's all I can say about that. I know I keep repeating myself, but it keeps on showing up. I've said everything there is to say about that, really. The last card you have, your future, is the Six of Wands. Yes, this is the victory card. You are going to find the right person. You are going to find this right relationship. I'm actually seeing someone in your future coming in for you who admires you, who looks up to you, thinks you're absolutely beautiful, absolutely wonderful, admires your strength, admires your work ethic, and just looks up to you generally. And this is the kind of person who's going to kind of be happy to be, what can I say, not second place, but someone who's going to be happy to be kind of an assistant, assisting you in some way, if that makes sense. You're a very strong person, and that's the kind of person who would be perfect for you. But again, I'm not going to say, well, yes, I'll say it one more time. Get rid of your anger around this person from your past. That's the only way the gates are going to open for this new person to come in for you. I won't say any more about that.